What a lovely day. It's the 30th of August 2023. I'm in lovely Bond Church below Ventnor Downs, which is up there. It's Coombe Bottom. Just put my van in for its MOT. It's quite traumatic when you put your house in for an MOT. Never quite sure if it's going to come out again. I apologise for the background flip-flopping. I'm wearing flip-flops, obviously. Yeah, so dropping your basically house off for an MOT. If it fails, then you're homeless. Joys of van life, eh? Don't think it will fail, but I've got absolutely no money in the bank account to get much work done on it if it needs it. So I could be in trouble, even if it's a narrow fail. But I am gradually ramping up the passive income side of things. It's very, very gradual. Haven't got much headspace at the moment because it's been quite stressful. But I got book number 6 published 2 days ago, so that's now on Amazon. Wildlife watching around Ventnor. Trouble is that one's a fundraising book, so I won't be getting any money from it. All royalties will go to a Surfers Against Sewage, Sea Horse Trust and the Hampshire and Isle of Wight Wildlife Trust, via a Mermaids Atlantic row across the Atlantic. They're fundraising, so book royalties will go straight to that fundraising effort for those free charities, which is really cool. But it does mean I need to get on to book number 7 so I can actually start earning some money and sort out my finances a bit. So looking a bit perilous at the moment. But I'm by the sea and it is beautiful. And I'm sure I'll work something out if the van has to be condemned. Just get a job somewhere, anywhere. Minimum wage would do. Well, it probably wouldn't actually if I have to get rid of the van. I'd have to move in and start paying rent somewhere. God, I'm never going to let that happen. Taking the flip-flops off because they're annoying me, as I'm sure they're annoying you, my wonderful listeners. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And do check out the description because there's links to the various books I've written this year and some bits of kit that I use for shooting video and sorting out the audio, that sort of stuff. I'm actually using the microphone on the phone today because I've stupidly left the external DJI mini mic, which I love, in the van. So that's in the van being MOT'd. Ah dear. Should really park in that car park occasionally. That Shore Road car park in Bond Church here on the Isle of Wight. It's a beautiful walk just down here into Monk's Bay. Beautiful little bay. A few willow warblers singing in the gardens here. Well, not singing, calling. That kind of stopped now, but it was when I started recording. What a lovely area. So quiet and peaceful. Definitely not that touristy down here. And you get people in local Airbnbs who walk down here. And there are plenty of locals who live here that walk their dogs and that kind of stuff. But this time of day it's so peaceful. Here comes a breeze, so I apologise if the sound quality deteriorates due to the breeze. It's not too bad. There's Bond Church Pottery. There's Monk's Bay down there, looking east now. You can carry on walking and you'll get to Shanklin if you go through the landslip. There are even toilets still open along there, which is a bit of a rarity on the Isle of Wight. The council shut most of the public loos. So given the breeze and the sound quality is going to be terrible, I think I'll minimise recording along here. So just along here is where, or one of the populations of the Glanville fritillary, which is a very rare butterfly that... Oh, hold on. Look at those lizards. A couple of wall lizards on the chalk. basking in the early morning sun. It's not that early, it's about 8:30 now, I think. But anyway, yeah, Glanville fritillaries, the little caterpillars eat ribwort plantain, which is, see if I can zoom into some. That there, I think, is ribwort plantain. That stuff. So they build webs on that, the caterpillars, and they eat the leaves, and then the webs, or sorry, the caterpillars in the webs hatch out in the summer, May, and then again later in the year, and you get beautiful Glanville fritillary butterflies along this stretch. They love it here. Really a Mediterranean kind of hot weather species, but they like it here. So these chalky cliffs are not only really good for Glanville fritillaries, also superb for a load of different sorts of bees and wasps, apparently, that burrow into these south-facing, quite friable, kind of soft chalk cliffs that are kind of facing south out to sea. So they warm up in the sun, and that's what these bees and wasps love. And they're, well, some of them are predators, so these bees and wasps are hunting for other insects and invertebrates, and some of them like pollen and nectar. But yeah, they build little nest chambers in the sea cliffs here in this chalk, and see how friable it is, the chalk. You've got some fresh land slip there, sort of thing. It's just come down, that creates the open conditions in soft soil that the bees really love, apparently. So that's pretty cool. I mean, they all look pretty much alike. If you just look at them casually, all these different sorts of bees and wasps, there's loads of different species, and they are quite distinctive. There is, believe it or not, a field guide on how to identify them all, which, yes, I do have it in my van. But I've not used it yet because I haven't got the patience to try and identify them. But these scree slopes, whatever it is on the chalk, what these bees and wasps really love. Well, some of them love it friable, some of them love it really firm, hard cliffs, but it's interesting. Lots of bramble, lots of blackberries out now, and they're really good this year, the blackberries. Lots of buddleia here, which the butterflies obviously love. These flowers, can't see many butterflies on them yet. You'd think they'd be out by now this morning, given it's quite warm and sunny already. Anyway, on we go. Flip-flops back on, and the breeze has dropped right off. Back in Ventnor now, so walk from Bonchurch here into Ventnor. What a cracking view that is. So what am I going to do now? Head down to Besties and Spinkies and get a nice coffee, filter coffee with cream, and do a bit more writing.